Hey, what's up? It's Jeremy Ochsner with Jeremy's Journal, the one take for the week ending 5/17. That's May 17th. Yeah. Well, we're grateful for our clients. We're grateful for the prospects in our pipeline. And we're grateful for the service work that we have to do. And in that, I have to my right my record of the week of what was done. And in the middle, the top third is where cold marketing drops and new business phone calls happen. And it's pretty gory or empty, depending on how you would like to explain it. And that can be frustrating. It can be annoying. There's many words that can describe what that means. The bottom line is there's enough people around me helping me that we figured something out. I figured something out, call it divine intervention. I'll say the Lord said in a moment of frustration, it was very clear we need to start offloading these tasks. And here's how the process worked. It was super interesting. So we're going along Monday, Tuesday, had some new business appointments, some actual referrals, and they're not ideal commercial prospects. They're ideal personal lines prospects, but we've described what the personal lines market is like right now. And we're doing our best to place insurance for people with the crazy personal lines insurance market. So in that sense, it was great. But because of where the markets are, it's not great because we don't have we just don't have a bunch of different carriers that are after that business anymore. They're all hiding from good, middle of the road personal lines business, which we have a lot of. It's not super high value. It's not low value. It's right in the middle. And we love that business. And in the moments of frustration, after trying to place some of this business, it became apparent what was going on. Started listening to the Scratch Agency podcast. Shout out to Steven and Sean. Sean's talking about his process and his assistant that's basically triaging his inbox so he's not stuck in his email inbox, who's doing his data entry and all of these other things. And then bingo, Sean says, Dan Martell, How to Buy Back Your Time is where I learned these processes. So Thursday, after my business accountability meeting and Toastmasters, I got in the car, downloaded Audible, bought the book by Dan Martell, and started listening to it on the way back to the office. And come to find out, Dan Martell has a crossover with 10X is easier than 2X. The terminology is similar. Fascinating stuff. And now it's the application. Next day would be Friday. What happens Friday? Another coaching call. And we go to, do we want a virtual assistant that's a booker or a data enterer? A booker or a data entry person? Could we get both? I never thought of having somebody book appointments while I work on the processes, reading Dan's book, fleshing out the processes as best as I can, all the while going on new business appointments because the booker is booking appointments. And then the coolest thing to get, besides great creativity and ideas, is expectations. Because expectations unmet will crush the vision. If I have an expectation that says this is supposed to happen in 90 days 6 months, whatever that expectation is, and it doesn't hit within plus or minus a few weeks, was I wrong? It's like, boom, it didn't work. Instead of saying, hey, Mr. Coach, shout out to David Carruthers, who's done this for a number of years. What is the expectation for onboarding and when they're actually ready to work? Since he has, I don't know how many virtual assistants. Bam, got the expectation. Now we know. So even though the week, and I'm going to say this out loud, it is great recording videos of yourself talking because you figure out, instead of just pausing, sorry, this is the Toastmaster time, not the one take. It's Toastmaster timeout, TT. I continue to use so as a form of a run-on of two thoughts and sentences. And I'm trying to break it, and I've done it a dozen times in this video. Toastmasters, help me out. In summary of the week, frustration. However, surrounding yourself with the right people has been amazing. Even though this prospecting, there's referrals coming in, the website's generating leads, and our ideal prospects are out there wondering, when is he going to show up at my front door to help me? Well, guess what? Because of the coaching, because of the podcasts, we figured it out. Now it's time to execute. Thank you for watching Jeremy's Journal, The One Take. Shout out to Dan Martell, the Scratch Agency Podcast, David Carruthers, Michael Swayze, my business accountability homeboy, and potentially soon to be fellow host of a rad podcast. Here's to your success.